on this cold day, I recall a number of years ago when I went to Australia, and it was their summertime, so it was stinking hot, as the Aussies would say. And I met this gentleman from England, and he didn't bring a camera with him. He said, every time I blink, I'd take a picture. And so he was journeying, through Australia, taking all kinds of photos with his eyelids. Now, I went on a hike with him, and we were hiking on this one trail where leeches would fall from the trees, and you'd have to flick them off your skin, and so it was better to be covered up. But the joke was that I was going to die on this trip from all these leeches. But in the end, when we returned back to our hostel, actually the gentleman had 2 leeches in his boots. We're not quite sure how they ended up there. But it took him a long time, and it took a really big Band-Aid to fix him up. We recognize that, in our journey of life, that we need the gift of faith to help us to deal with the trials and tribulations that life will bring us. But we also recognize that in our journey of life, our journey of faith, that we come to seek the truth. And this is really one of the motivations of the 3 Magi. Why would they travel such a great distance to witness the birth of this Christ, or to witness not the birth of Christ, but to be present with this child? And it's really because they're seeking for truth. But also there's kind of a rumbling, not only among the Jewish people, but throughout the world, that there was going to be this very prominent figure that was going to be born among the people. And so the people are all anticipating that. Who doesn't want a hero to live among us? Now, the gifts that the Magi bring really point to the identity of who Jesus is. He is truly the King of Kings. He is the perfect high priest, and he is the one who will die. But he's the one that will die the death on a cross, but he will be resurrected to new life to bring salvation to all people. And so this reading today is to show us how God extends God's grace to even the Gentiles, and our second reading points that out as well, as this grace is extended to all people. This has to be the good news. This has to be what motivates us to know that others are included. Our God is a God of inclusion. Now, in the first reading from the prophet Isaiah, the people are also on a journey as they return home after exile. And of course, the prophet is cheering them on that God will come and be in their midst, and God will restore them. There will be a transformation from the darkness of night into light. This is the great transformation that God will bring about for the people. And also, this will be such an experience for the people that they will witness this to others, and others in their awe and wonder will help the Israelite people to restore their city, to restore their lives. And so it's really like us. Hopefully we bring about the gospel values in our lives that others can witness, and that will also change their hearts and lead them to God as well. And so we've come on a journey, but we come to stop at this table similar to the Magi. We come to receive Christ, to honor Christ, to glorify Christ as Christ is made present to us, so that on our journey we can be witnesses of Christ towards others, and we can encourage them on their way, and we can become people who restore others to their true dignity of being the children of God.